Hey, what's going on, Professor? Lyons here from your game art development class. A few things before I start this introduction to my initial design project. I have a mechanical keyboard, so if you hear any click, clack, 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 that's just my mechanical keyboard. Also, any background noise. I live in a suite. I'm sure you can understand that. I'll try to cover up as much as I can. So the overall design that I wanted for this level, and kind of the almost kind of theme that I was going for, is like a pixelated but also really obvious foreground. Examples of this in other games is like, for example, Mario Brothers or Shovel Knight, things that the player will really be able to recognize, like where the initial collision boundaries are, and I guess just the overall design of the level. It's something that's really obvious to see, and for a 2D platformer or a 2D side scroller, I think it works really, really, really well. So kind of getting into the initial playtest, something that I noticed right off the bat with my artwork is that the initial design of my background and foreground for this case, it kind of ended off. Like it just stopped abruptly, and while actually playtesting, it's really obvious to notice that it just kind of cuts to black. And I don't actually know how to do a camera stop feature in Unreal Engine. I'm more familiar with Unity. But so what I did to kind of fix that problem is I just threw these big monolithic rocks. If the player can jump up and almost see the clouds to kind of stop the player to keep the immersion going, so you know that you're within the game world the entire time. So you don't see any random black. You're always within the game world, and the player can't see anything that would stop that. So the immersion is something that I realized that I broke really early with my initial background design. Is that when moving around, I could just easily see the outsides of my background, which obviously is not okay. It completely breaks the immersion. So the script works fantastic. Movement is great. He has a really basic idle animation like I was talking about earlier. His idle animation is actually, as you can see, different from his run animation. His run animation is different. His idle's just flapping his wings. His eyes get moving up and down. Running animation, a little bit faster. Moving, flapping the legs. I actually haven't done anything with this little pool yet. Originally I was going to throw like a little bit of a death animation there, but that's something that I'll add later on if I decide to continue on with this game. Beyond that, it's just really basic background. You can have the clouds, you have the sky, this mountain here. You can kind of see like the basic slight pixelation on it as well. And I have the same kind of rock idea over on this side as well. You can't go past the rock, and it keeps the immersion going. Alrighty, thank you so much, Professor, for your time. Have a wonderful day. Hope you like my project.